What? What?
Hey, MuchMusic, it's Darian, and today I'm here with King Cruff. We're in Quebec City for FEQ.
Yes.
Say what's up to MuchMusic.
What's going on, MuchMusic? This is King Cruff up in the place one time, you see me?
Are you excited to be
Very
here?
excited.
Have you
Very
been
excited.
to Quebec before?
I've never been to Quebec City.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
First time. Okay.
First time.
How's your French?
How's my French? Decent.
Decent? Give me something.
Comment t'appelles tu?
Okay. Je
What
m'appelle
is your
Darian.
name? Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
I
Enchanté.
understand. My French is not that great.
Okay, got you. So it's just me. All right.
So I'm sure you've explained it before, but could you tell the MuchMusic viewers a little bit about your stage name, King Cruff, where
Absolutely.
it came from, the inspiration behind it, and what it means?
Absolutely. So I grew up in Kingston, Jamaica. A Cruff back home is considered someone who has a lack of style, a lack of let's say drive, ambition, XYZ, kind of a nicer form of calling someone a waste man, pretty much. And people used to call me that growing up because, you know what I mean, I was just this big-headed kid with like a big imagination. No one really understood what I was trying to do. But the people that did understand were kind of like, yo, you're not a Cruff, you're a king. So eventually I just started going by the moniker King Cruff, and back in Jamaica they give me a hard time, but I feel like it kind of adopted this meaning where it talks about being both the best of your potential and the worst of your potential at the same time. You know what I mean? It's just about which path you want to go, which is kind of like story of my life.
Yeah, it's like two contrasting kind of ideas.
It's a duality.
I like it. So it's Jamaican lingo right there.
Absolutely.
Okay. And do you know the song No Scrubs?
Yes,
Like,
actually.
is scrub kind of like
A scrub is that's
Yeah.
the perfect way to put it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm catching on.
Yeah.
I'm catching on. So since it is kind of a Jamaican slang term, you have a song called Lingo.
Yes.
Can you put me on some more Jamaican lingo?
Some Jamaican lingo?
Yeah, something that I would need to know,
Ooh.
maybe.
Jano, justice should be here for this too, you know. You know what? I'm going to another word for a Cruff is a butu.
Okay.
A butu, yeah. Basically down the same line. If you call someone a butu, it's not a very nice thing. The female version is a skettle. Yeah.
Like that sounds like Skittle
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
a
not
little
gonna
bit.
lie.
I don't know if they got a relation, but you know what I mean?
Are there any nice terms or?
I mean, what's a nice term in Jamaica? I guess your brethren. You know what I mean? Or nowadays them say father. Like if you respect someone, they say, yeah man, father. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yes,
I like that. All right, so you were born in London, Ontario.
Correct.
You moved to Jamaica when you were 1.
Correct.
And you were raised there, and then you moved back to London
Yes.
later on?
The research has been done.
I do my shit.
You
I stand
do
on
your
business
job.
too, okay? Okay. Which one feels more like home to you?
That's a good question. I don't think I could choose between the two.
They both have a special place in your heart?
Very special place in my heart. You know,
Okay.
London, I feel like I did a lot of growing up. Like I feel like I became who I am now when I moved to London.
Yeah.
But when I go to Jamaica, I connect on a different level. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
I've never been.
On a different level, you go there and you feel a spiritual connection.
Really?
With just the land and the mountains and the trees, which I know sounds very hippie-ish,
No.
but it's true. It's like you, as soon as you land and you come out of normal Manly, you just feel a different energy. Yeah, man.
It's on my bucket list to go
You have
to
to go.
Jamaica. You probably grew up eating a lot of good food too in
Absolutely.
Jamaica. Have you found a spot or spots in Toronto that live up to that standard?
So I'm very picky about these things. I would say in Toronto, Roy Woods is pretty good.
Okay.
Roy Woods is pretty decent.
Okay.
Jerk Space King also pretty decent. Those are the only. Oh, Real Jerk is also pretty good too.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
man.
What do you order though?
What I order?
Yeah.
I do have to try the jerk chicken.
Yeah.
Just to see like
standard,
if they got it right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Have you tried Rasta pasta in Kensington?
I haven't tried Rasta pasta.
It's kind of cool. It's like a Jamaican man married an Italian woman. They both have a shop together.
Fire.
He's selling Jamaican food. She's selling pasta. And apparently, like, they're both fire. I've tried the jerk chicken. It's pretty good. And
It's pretty good.
the pasta I haven't tried, but I've heard it's really good.
Have you tried Liquormore's?
No.
Liquormore is also pretty good.
I like the name.
Yeah.
So I'm sold already. Well, I could talk to you about food, like, all day long.
For sure.
But let's get back to music. You have a new song called Bunch.
Bunch.
And
Jeez.
there's a lyric in the song that goes, "Don't you know Jamaican men do not cheat?"
100% correct.
That's a bold statement.
Think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Where does that come from?
I think when I left Jamaica and I came to Canada, I started realizing that there's a certain reputation or I'll say stereotype
Okay.
of Jamaican men being cheaters. And you know, I was surprised as you are.
What?
Who could
I've never
imagine?
heard.
You never heard of this?
No.
Exactly, because you know why? Jamaican men don't cheat. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
You're here to break the stereotype,
I'm
I guess.
here to break the stereotype.
Okay.
Because we're the original lover mans, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. What about Canadian men? Can you speak on their loyalty?
Canadian men?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't talk about them still, you know? I can't comment on
But you have your home is both Canada and Jamaica.
I can only talk about Jamaican men. You know what I mean? Canadian men, you guys, you sort yourselves out. I'm sure they're not cheated either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're too nice,
They're
right?
too nice.
Okay. Well, since that's a bold statement or kind of a controversial take, do you have any other controversial takes, whether that be general or about music?
A hot take?
Hot take.
I feel like I have several, but I don't know which one's like the best one to throw out right now. Jaja, you stumped me, man. Do you have any hot takes?
Ooh, a hot take? Okay, I have a hot food take.
Okay.
Pictures on the menu? No.
Really?
Unless it's Asian food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why specifically Asian food?
I just feel like they're allowed. I don't know why.
I thought there was gonna be some logic or
There's
something.
no logic.
It's
There's-
just feelings.
Yeah. Oh, here's something that's been debated on the internet. Sabrina Carpenter recently said that she wants to ban phones from her concert. What's your take on that? Phones at concerts.
I think phones should be allowed at concerts. I also think that when people have concerts and they're like, we're gonna lock up your phones at the thing, I think as long as you communicate that properly, like that's the vibe of the concert, completely fine too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. Like we're in an age now where every time you watch a sick performance recap, there's just like a sea of phones. You know what I mean? Or when I'm in Toronto at History, like when the artist does their one song, boom, everybody has their phone out.
Yeah.
So that's just the generation we're in.
Yeah,
bro.
we're gonna lose our jobs at MuchMusic because like we be doing that with our phones. We be recording the whole performance.
Yeah, I kind of do have a hot take.
Yeah?
Should I drop it?
Yeah.
Okay, this might get me in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I think only rich people or people with kids should have pets.
What?
Yes, 100%.
Why?
Because pets are so expensive.
They're so expensive.
They're so expensive,
Oh my
man.
God.
And I'm seeing, unfortunately, like I've had a couple friends who've had their pets pass away. And even to put them down, they charge you.
I know.
So not to dampen the mood, but just think about your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be smart. Be smart. You don't need a pet.
In this economy?
In this economy, no. You can't have that. I have a French bulldog, expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Expensive as hell.
So
Sorry.
you know what
Pardon
I'm
my
talking
French.
about.
Yeah.
What's the bulldog's name?
Hugo.
Hugo.
Yeah, sick name. Since we were talking about how you stand on business earlier, what's something that you stand on business about?
Stand on business about? I think about being transparent. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like we were talking about earlier, you know, a lot of my team is my brethrens. And I feel like that's been so easy because we're so honest with each other about what's going to happen, XYZ, what the expectations are. And I'm a musician, so sometimes I feel like in this game, not a lot of people are transparent. So I think that's something about me that I value, and I'm very much like, I don't want to change that.
Yeah. And I mean, you have your friends as your team. Like, Jamaican men aren't just loyal in relationships, they're loyal in friendships.
They're loyal in friendships and loyal in business, you see me? Yeah, so bring the brand deals and all of that. I will deal with it.
There's something I gotta mention because I think it's very cool. You are the grandson of a very iconic music legend, reggae royalty, Bob Marley.
The gang. Absolutely.
So I just have one question for you. If you could have him cover one of your songs, which one would you choose?
What? What? That's a big question. That's one of the best questions I've gotten related.
I'm so happy right now.
So if he could cover one of my songs, what? I have two songs in mind.
Okay.
Can I say the two songs?
Yeah, you can say two.
I have a song called Souffle. I feel like he'd murder that. And I gotta say Bunch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what he do on Bunch, man. That'd be crazy. Great question.
Would he sing it as it is or put his own twist on it?
He has to put his own twist on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a gang, so it's like you probably doing it and I'll be like, damn, he made it better. You know what I mean?
I don't know. And aside from him, like any artist in the world could cover one of your songs. Who are you choosing?
Any artist? I mean, you're trying to Chronics.
Okay.
Reggae artists.
Yeah.
Legendary Jamaican reggae artists. We have a lot of Jamaican artists on the bill today at FEQ. Shout out Protege, shout out Yardcore. You know what I mean? But Chronics, big fan of his. If he covered one of my songs, I'd be friggin' sick.
Yeah. And for people who are maybe new here, MuchMusic fans, what would be the song of yours that they need to start with, the gateway drug into the rest of your music?
Bunch. Go and listen to Bunch. Go and stream that and show it to all of your friends. You see me? Jamaican men do not cheat. That's the last time I'm saying.
And is there anything else that you want to plug? Anything you're excited about that you can tell fans?
We got a lot of shows coming up. You know what I mean? We're running hard on this festival season, and the new music is coming out as well. I think I'm just excited to be able to have these experiences, to talk to people like you, and hang out with people like your team, and be able to do shows like this.
Amazing.
So yeah, man, I'm excited to be alive.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Appreciate
in your
it.
dressing room, also, for one, at the festival, which is pretty cool.
Boom.
Thanks for watching MuchMusic. Say peace out.
Big up MuchMusic.